I am worthy and I am worthy to be loved. I am worthy for this opportunity because I am capable. Welcome to No Small Talk. I am LaBreia, and this is the safe space for you to heal, grow, and discover who you are. Okay, so come on in and let's get into it. Today, we are going to talk about breaking the cycle of your negative mindset, breaking the cycle of those negative thoughts. There's just a few housekeeping. Go hit that subscribe button, go like and comment. Also, we do have a podcast, so go over to Apple Music and download. Is it Apple Music? No, Apple Podcast, and download us and follow us. And then lastly, go ahead and connect with me on Instagram. I want to talk to you and see you and communicate with you. Okay, so let's get into today's episode. So like I said, today we are going to get into talking about how we can break the cycle of these negative thoughts, right? So this is this inner dialogue that limits us from believing in ourselves, right? And also limits us from reaching our full potential. And we have to remember, what we think is what we become, right? So if you're thinking negative, what you're going to think, you're going to act like, right? And when you're thinking positive, right, you're going to be more positive. You're going to believe in yourself, and you're going to be able to take the steps to reach your full potential. So really, let's just dive in and really talk about how we can start breaking the cycle of this negative mindset. The number one thing that we want to do is we have to 100% check in with ourselves. Okay. And what does that look like? I'm looking at my notes. So what does that look like, right? We have to first get our pen and paper. That's number one. So get your pen, get your paper, and let's get to writing. Okay, so number one is, so what negative thoughts are actually showing up? Okay, so we need to really sit with ourselves and get in tune with ourselves and see what of those thoughts are popping up that are negative. And then next, we want to actually ask ourselves, where did these thoughts even come from? And this is where we have to dig deep. And when we don't dig deep, we actually do a disservice to ourselves. And what I mean by doing a disservice to ourselves, when we dig deep, we have to actually pluck the root of where that negativity is stemming from in order to change our negative mindset. Right. So for me, a long time ago, I had the thoughts that I am unworthy. I am not worthy of love. I am not worthy of this opportunity, right? But then I had to stop and ask myself, where did I even get the thought that I am not worthy? Where did that even stem from? Whoever told me that, right? And when I actually journaled and wrote this down, I actually understood that when I was younger, that's when the thought took root. So knowing where this thought took root from, right, now I'm able to affirm myself and say, no, I am worthy and I am worthy to be loved. I am worthy for this opportunity because I am capable to work at this opportunity. I am capable to love or to have love and to be loved, right? And this segues to my next thing that I wanted to talk about, which is affirmations. So I know that we all know what an affirmation is, but if some people don't know, I'm going to read y'all the definition, okay? So affirmation is the recognition and assertion of the existence and value of oneself, okay? And there's two parts to this. Yes, I want us to affirm ourselves. I want us to write down affirmations, but I also want us to put action with our affirmation. So I'll give you an example. I know for me, one of my affirmation was and is, I will speak up for myself. I can say I will speak up for myself 2, 3, 4 times until I'm blue to the face. But if I don't start walking into that affirmation, I will never speak up for myself, right? So when I say these affirmations out loud, that should drive me to actually speak up for myself, even when I'm nervous, even when I'm scared, even when I don't want to speak up for myself. I know that in the long run, this is who I want to be. I want to be this confident person that speaks up for themselves. So I'm going to actually have to lift my voice and speak up for myself, right? Also, with affirmations, I know that once we start saying them to ourselves over and over again, we will start to show up as this person, right? So another affirmation is, I am powerful beyond belief. And I promise you, when you repeat that to yourself over and over again, you will start to walk through this world as if you are powerful beyond belief. And when you continue to say, I am powerful beyond belief, you will walk different. You will talk different because you know that you are powerful beyond belief, right? Right. So for this section, I want you to write down 3 affirmations that you can put into action today, right now. And don't wait till Monday. Listen, I know that we love to wait till Monday, but let's not wait till Monday. We are going to actually put these into effect right now. Tomorrow is not promised, okay? And I want us to start building ourselves to get out of this negative mindset because I know that you have it in you. So write these 3 affirmations down for me, please, and thank you. We love to talk, but we have to make sure that our walk is actually matching our talk. There is this famous saying that knowledge is power. And for me, I do not believe that knowledge is power. The power is in the act on the knowledge that we have, because you can sit on that knowledge all day long. But if you're sitting on it, there's no power in that knowledge. But if you act on that knowledge, the power is right there. It's behind the action of your knowledge, right? So I need you to take all this knowledge in, and I need you to actually act on it so that you can start reaching your potential. Okay. I remember that I was listening to Myron Golden. It's Myron Golden. He is an amazing teacher, preacher, and he will give you the word straight up. So if you want to go listen to him, I 100% recommend him. And in his last video, he said verbatim, so I'm going to read off my notes. He said, ask yourself, are my actions aligning with what the words that I am putting into this world? So when it comes to affirmations, are you actually putting to action what you are affirming yourself, what you are putting out into this world? Because it has to match up. You can say that I am a millionaire all day long. You can say that I am confident. You can say I will speak up. You can say I am powerful beyond belief. But you have to actually walk into what you are affirming yourself. Because if you don't, then you are just saying a whole bunch of words. And I think sometimes we get a little twisted that when we say these words and that we affirm ourselves, and even sometimes when we pray for things, we think that some of these things are going to fall into our lap. And sometimes they do. Sometimes they do, right? But just from my experience, I have learned the hard way that you actually have to work, right, for anything that you want, and then God is going to come in and do the rest. But you have to put the work in, right, before you get what you are supposed to get. Did that make sense? I hope so. Okay, so recap. You need to check in with your thoughts. You need to ask yourself what thoughts are showing up and where did they even come from, right? We want to pluck them from the root so that we can truly get rid of that negative mindset, right? And that we can start feeding ourselves with positivity and speaking life into ourselves. And next, affirm yourself, but also put that affirmation into action. And you have to believe in what you are saying. Once you believe in what you are saying, you will start to walk in what you are saying, even when you are scared, even when you are nervous, even when you think that you can't do it. When you continue to speak positivity within yourself, you will be able to take that next step, to take that leap of faith. I promise you. And watch as you check in with yourself, as you affirm yourself, and you put those things to actions. I promise you, you will watch that cycle break. But you have to 100% do the work. Okay? I love you guys. So my beautiful people here on YouTube, I want you to go into the comments and share some of the affirmations that you tell yourself. In the comments, I want us to build each other up. I want us to help each other. I think that is so important for people to know that we are not alone, and that it's okay to get help from others, and that it's okay to ask for help. So just share an affirmation on what helps you. And also comment on some of the pain points that you have when it comes to your mental health, because I want to be able to help and talk about these on my channel, on my podcast. Lastly, my beautiful people, if you have a prayer request, if you have any questions or anything, please email me or DM me on Instagram. All of my links and email address is down in the description below. I will respond to you either on the show, anonymously, of course, and or personally on Instagram or in the email box. All right, beautiful people, you have a blessed day. Bye.